Hello students, again I'm teacher Sarah. I'm your teacher in science. Today we're gonna do something exciting. So first, things you will need is your pencil and eraser, your notebook or your paper if you don't have a notebook, your book, and your worksheet. So here's the exciting part. We're gonna do an experiment today about seed growth. So first, you're gonna need mung beans or green beans, tissue or cotton pads, plastic cups. It has to be clear plastic cups, or an old jar or some old glasses, and some water. So I'm gonna show you later what are you going to do for the experiment. But first, we should learn about seeds.
For our new unit, we're gonna be talking about plant life. So what is the most important part of a plant? That's right, seeds. Why? Because seeds can make a new plant. A plant needs seeds to reproduce. So what do seeds look like? So a seed looks like this. So a seed consists of seed coat, embryo, and endosperm. So a seed coat is the skin of the seed. Like people, seeds have skin to protect them. So embryo is the most important part of a seed. Embryo has the first leaf, the first stem, and the first root. Next one is the endosperm. The endosperm is the food for the seed. It's where most of the foods are stored. So, let's watch the video about seeds. Watch and listen carefully.
Kids want to know. Plants are all around us. Almost all these plants come from seeds. Ever wonder how a plant grows from just a single seed? Seeds come in all shapes and sizes, from very small to very large. Let's take a closer look at this bean seed. Seeds have a protective outer layer called a seed coat. The seed coat protects the seed from predators, bad weather, or drying out. If we look inside the seed, we can see that most of the seed is made up of the seed's food, called endosperm. The endosperm is colored yellow. Endosperm is mostly made up of oils, sugars, or proteins. In the middle of all of this endosperm is the baby plant. Just like an adult plant, the baby plant has one or two seed leaves, or cotyledons, a stem, and a root. Under the right conditions, this baby plant inside the seed will sprout into a seedling. This is called germination. Most seeds need to be planted into soil, get lots of water, air, and sunlight to germinate. The water from the soil moistens the seed food, and the baby plant begins to use the food to germinate. The root from the baby plant will grow downward from the seed and start soaking up water from the soil. When it's absorbed enough water, the shoot will grow upwards from the seed and into the air above the soil. The plant uses its roots to get water and nutrients from the soil and uses its leaves to catch sunlight and air to make its own food to keep growing. This is called photosynthesis. When the bean grows into an adult or mature plant, it produces a flower, which then turns into a fruit or a bean pod. Inside this pod are new bean seeds ready to be planted again. Did you know some plants like ferns and mosses don't grow from seeds? Seeds can travel using the wind, water, or by animals. The biggest seed in the world is the sea coconut, which can grow up to 30 centimeters tall and weigh as much as a kindergartner. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel.
And we're back. So first, let's learn our vocabs. So for our vocabulary for today, we have the word seed. Seed. Number 2, seed coat. Seed coat. Number 3, embryo. Embryo. Number 4, endosperm. Endosperm. Number 5, seed germination. Seed germination. Number 6, monocot. Monocot. Number 7, dicot. Dicot. Okay, again, we're gonna do that vocab again. Number 1, we have seed. Seed. Number 2, seed coat. Seed coat. Number 3, embryo. Embryo. Number 4, endosperm. Endosperm. Number 5, seed germination. Seed germination. Number 6, monocot. Monocot. Number 7, dicot. Dicot. So what is inside the seed? So first, there are two main types of seeds. We're gonna call them monocot and dicot. So go to page 42 of your workbook, page 42. Here, there are two main types of seeds, monocotyledons and dicotyledons. These are called monocots and dicots. A cotyledon is an embryonic leaf. Dicot seeds, such as bean and pumpkin, have two embryonic leaves. So, a dicotyledon plant has two embryonic leaves. Again, we have the embryo, we have the seed coat, and the endosperm. Rice and corn are examples of monocot seeds, having only a single cotyledon. So again, we have a corn seed here, we have the seed coat, the endosperm, and the embryo. So the cotyledon for the corn seed is only one cotyledon, one leaf. So again, a cotyledon is an embryonic leaf. So again, we have two types of seeds. We have the monocots and dicots. Again, we have the monocot, which is the corn seed, and a dicot, bean seed. So again, on page 42, here we have the sprouting and growth of bean plants. Again, bean plants are dicot plants. Dicot, it means it has two embryonic leaves. So when you plant a seed, you will see the first two leaves are two. There are two first new leaves because again, dicot plants has two embryonic leaves, and as it develops and as it grows, it will grow into more leaves. Here we have the corn plant, the sprouting and growth of a corn plant. So you plant a corn seed and at first you will see only one leaf because again, corns are monocot plants. Monocot, it means it only has one leaf or one embryonic leaf. So this process of sprouting and growth of a corn plant and bean plant is called seed germination. Again, seed germination. Seed germination is the process of seeds developing into new plants. Again, seed germination. So what's the difference between monocot and dicot? Here we have a chart. We have monocot and dicots. So again, monocots are single cotyledon seeds and dicot plants are two cotyledon seeds. So for monocot plants, usually they have long and narrow leaf and they only have one straight vein. And for dicot plants, they have network of veins and broad leaves. It means they have wide leaves. Usually the floral patterns are in multiples of 3, and for dicots, the floral parts are in multiples of 5. The vascular bundles is in a ring for dicot, and monocots, the vascular bundles are in scattered. So here are some more examples of monocot plants. We have the straight long leaves. So for example, we have coconut trees. You can see there are straight long leaves. And rice plants, you can see there are straight long leaves. And corn plants, again, these are monocot plants. Next one, we have the dicot plants. Dicot plants have broad or wide leaves. Here we have green bean plant, pumpkin plant, and sunflowers. You can see the leaves has more veins. And it is wider. It's not long. It's short and wide. Now that we've talked about monocots and dicots, which are also parts of the seed, let's talk about the main parts of the seed. What are the names of the main parts of a seed? So a seed consists of seed coat, embryo, and endosperm. So again, we have the seed coat, embryo, and the endosperm. So here we have a seed coat. So seed coat is the hard outer layer that covers and protects the seeds and embryo from drying out. So, for example, a sunflower seed, we have the seed coat that is hard. Some seed coat are not that hard, like this one, you can easily peel it out. So this is the seed inside and this is the seed coat. So the seed coat, again, it covers and protects the seeds and embryo from drying out. So for example, people or humans, we have a skin. So basically, the seed coat is the skin of the seed, so it can protect them from the sun or from drying out. So next one, we have endosperm. Endosperm. So endosperm, we can see a fruit here. It has a seed, the seed coat, and the endosperm. Endosperm is inside the seed coat. It's usually yellow or white. Endosperm serves as food for the embryo until it starts to grow into a new plant. So endosperm stores nutrients that is required for the development of embryo during seed germination. Nutrients in the endosperm can be consumed by humans and animals as food. For example, we have corn, we have sunflower seeds, and we have almond seeds. Next one we have is the embryo. Embryo. Embryo is the most important part of a seed. It has everything that a seed needs to grow into a new plant. It has the first leaf, primary roots, and first stem. So this is the embryo. Again, this is the most important part of a seed. The embryo has everything that a seed needs to grow. For example, it has the first leaf, the primary roots, and the first stem. Again, the embryo is the most important part of a seed. It has everything that a seed needs to grow, like the first leaf, the primary root, and the first stem. So here we have page 41 of the book. We have the components of a seed or parts of a seed. Here we have the seed coat, the endosperm, and the embryo. So again, seed coat protects the seed. Endosperm is the food for the seed. And embryo is the main parts of the seed. This is the most important part. It has the roots, the first leaves, and the first stem. So again, the endosperm inside the seed gives the embryo food and keeps it safe. As the seed sprouts and the root and leaf grow up, the endosperm inside the seed will eventually goes away. So again, we have here the endosperm that is inside the seed and essential for the growth of the embryo. Again, the embryo is the first leaf, the first stem, and the first root, the most important part of a seed. So here we have a bean seed and a corn seed. The embryo made of parts that grows into roots, stem, and leaves. Again, as the bean plant grows, the endosperm will eventually go away. Here, corn seed. Again, we have the embryo that has the roots, the stem, and the leaves. The seed has endosperm inside. So, again, the endosperm will eventually go away. It will, as the plants grow bigger, they will need other nutrients like air, water, and soil minerals, so the endosperm will eventually go away because they will need other food or nutrients to grow. So again, parts of a seed, we have the seed coat. It protects and covers the seeds and prevents it from drying out. We have the endosperm. Again, endosperm serves as food for the embryo. Embryo is the most important part of a seed, and it has everything that a seed needs to grow. It has the first leaf, it has the first stem, and the first roots. So for our activity, I want you to identify the parts of a seed. So again, we have the seed coat, embryo, endosperm, and the first leaf. So again, the main parts are seed coat, embryo, and endosperm. Here we have first leaf, the first leaf. Again, what are the parts of a seed? We have seed coat, embryo, and endosperm. I'll give you some time to think. Okay, now let's identify the parts of a seed. Again, we have the seed coat, embryo, endosperm, and the first leaf. First leaf is in the embryo, so let's just have that answer here. We have the first leaf. How about this one? What is this? Yes, that is the embryo. Embryo. Again, the embryo has the primary roots, the first stem, and the first leaf. Next, we have the endosperm. That's right. So the endosperm is the nutrients or food for the seeds. How about this one? The hard outer layer of a seed. That's right, we have the seed coat. Seed coat covers and protects the seed. It is hard, the hard outer layer of the seed. Again, it covers and protects the seeds. So parts of the seed is we have first leaf, which is in the embryo. We have the first leaf, the first stem, and the primary roots. The most important part of the seed is the embryo. Next one we have endosperm, which is the nutrients or food for the seed. Next one we have the seed coat. Seed coat. So seed coat is the hard outer layer of the seed that protects and cover the seed. Now let's do your worksheets. Listen and watch carefully. So for your worksheet, please write your name here. You're the scientist. So write your name here in the blank. And here you just have to identify the parts of a seed. So what is this one, this one, this one, and this one? So the word bank, we have the seed coat, root, leaves, and food. So again, we have the seed coat, the root or the embryo, leaves or the leaves, and the food or the endosperm. Again, write your name here. Parts of the seed, we have the seed coat, the root or the embryo, and the leaves, and the food, endosperm. And these are the vocabs that you have to write in your notebook. We have seed, seed, seed coat, embryo, embryo, endosperm, endosperm, seed germination, seed germination, monocot, dicot. Please write these in your notebooks so you can remember the vocabs. Again, we have seed, seed coat, embryo, endosperm, seed germination, monocot, dicot. After you finish your vocabs and your worksheets, let's do the exciting part of the lesson. So, here, things you need for the experiment is, again, mung beans or green beans, tissue or cotton pads, plastic cups, old jars or glasses, and water. So, again, you need green beans or mung beans, tissue papers or cotton pads, plastic cups or jar, and water. So for this experiment, what you have to do is look at the outside of a green seed which has been soaked in water for one night. So first, you're gonna soak the seed in water before you use it. So you use the seed the next day. So observe the characteristic of the seeds. You can peel the seeds or divide its cotyledons, and you can draw it as part of your observation. So after you soak the seeds, you can place the tissue paper inside the cup or the glass or the jar. You can place the tissue paper inside the cup, and you can place 3 seeds inside. You can write glass number 1 or cup number 1 and cup number 2. So you need 2 cups and 2 sets of seeds. So the first cup you have to water, and the second cup there's no water. So again, for cup number 1, you have to water. Yes, water, air, and sunlight. The second cup has no water, so you just put the seed inside the cup. So again, no water for cup number 2. You have to write cup number 2, and then for cup number 1, you write cup number 1. So again, cup number 1, you have to water. Cup number 2, no water. So if you want to do more experiment, you can have more cups. You can use more cups and experiment. For example, here we have, it has water, sunlight, and air. Here, no water. Here, no air, but just water. And here, no light, but has water. So after your experiment, you can answer the book. You have page 38 and 39 and also 40. Okay, so for page 38, you have to use the boxes below to make drawings. So you have to draw the seeds here. On the left box, you have to draw the seed that has not been wet or has not been soaked in water. And on the right box, you have to draw the seed that has been put in the water for one night or soaked in water for one night. So you have to draw here the wet seeds and the dry seeds here. Here you have to draw the external and internal characteristic of green bean seeds that have been soaked in water for one night. So you just have to draw the seeds here, the external, outside, and the inside of the bean. Here you have to make drawings that shows the growth of your seeds. So for cup number 1 or glass number 1, you have to draw how it grows. And glass number 2 or cup number 2, the one that is not watered, you have to draw here. Here you just have to put a tick next to the correct answers. So which part of the plant grows out of the seed first? We have root, flower, stem, fruit and seed, or leaf. So you have to tick which one is first. Again, you have to watch your seed grows. Number 2, compare the green bean seeds in the glass that was watered to the seeds in the glass that was not watered. Is it similar? Are they the same or not the same? So for this one, you just put not the same. Click or tick. Not similar. How did the green bean seeds in the watered glass grow? Number 1, the seed coats cracked and the roots grew out and the green bean plant got taller. Number 2, they did not grow, the seed coats did not crack. So for number 3, you just have to take the first one. The seed coats crack and the roots grew out and the green bean plant got taller. So this one, the seed grows. And this one, not similar. Here, you just have to watch how your seed grows and which one goes out first. For page 40, again, how did the unwatered green bean plant seeds grow? So here, tick, they did not grow and the seed coat did not even crack. So tick number 2. Which factors are important or essential for plant growth? You can choose more than one. Here, thickness of the glass, the way seeds are arranged, the plant seeds, and water. So tick these two, the plant seeds and water. So that's all for your workbook. Again, you have page 38 and 39 and 40. So that's all for today. Very good, students. Thanks for watching. I hope you learned something today. You can watch again and practice more. Good luck with your experiment, and don't forget to finish your vocabs and your worksheets. Goodbye! See you next time!
Okay, so we have a quarter cup of mung beans, and we're gonna soak them in water. And we're gonna leave it there for about 12 hours. Okay, so as you can see, the beans have doubled in size, and if you can see, there's some of them have sprouted a little bit. But what we're gonna do now is we're gonna rinse it out. We're gonna use a strainer to make sure none of the beans fall out. And then we're gonna rinse it. Take the beans a little bit. And we're gonna do this twice a day. And so now we're just gonna let them sit. Okay, so here we have a cup of soil, a cup of paper towels, cotton balls, and an empty jar to test how each will affect the growth rate of the mung beans. And so I will put 10 mung beans in each container, and over the next week I will observe and measure how the materials affect its growth.